you're not who you say you are, you're what you do. The story is like when I started getting into tattooing, before I even did that, I was working full-time doing clothing retail. I was going to school full-time, doing graphic design, studying art. And when I knew I wanted to get into tattooing, I asked my brother, Robert Foe, who was living in Las Vegas, what tips would you give me if I got into tattooing? And he said, if you move out here to Vegas, I'll teach you. So I had to spend a week out there first just to really see what it was like to be an artist, to be an apprentice. And I got to see the life and a day of an artist, and it was somebody who was really cultivating the process of studying, of drawing. I just remember going to his house. He had a giant library full of books, huge drawing table where he was constantly creating new artwork, going into work, stenciling and prepping large-scale projects from clients who were flying in all over the place. I just remember seeing that and going, damn, like this is something that I wanted to do. And outside of that, I remember him telling me, I'm going to teach you how to also, raise koi fish. We're building a koi pond, how to be a gardener, how to be a husband, how to be a father. And these were all things that attracted to me into what it takes to be an artist. So for me to go back and say that, hey, I'm a tattoo artist or I'm going to be one, it wasn't enough. You have to embody that lifestyle. It's not enough to just say it. So outside of going for graphic design in school, finishing up my last semester, outside of working retail and making money to support myself, I had to spend those hours in between work and school to really develop my craft. And I left Las Vegas in that week to come home with a tattoo kit. And I tattooed 40 tattoos in 2 months in between going to school full-time and working full-time. That's what it takes, is you have to give all of your time and energy into something if you want to be great at it. Now, when my apprenticeship began and when other apprentices begin their apprenticeship, I tell them, for each day that you tattoo, you are a tattoo artist. For every day that you don't, you're not a tattoo artist. And really, we have to balance all of the aspects of our lives. It's being a husband, a father, a business owner, an artist, a mentor. You have to fill all of those roles. It may not be able to be 100% because you have so many different roles to fill. But how much are you willing to put into the role of who you are? If you're an artist, commit as much time as possible, and you have 100% of your energy. How much of that energy is spent towards sleeping, eating, working out, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, taking care of your artwork, taking care of your business? Anything and everything else that you have in your life, in your day, you have 100% of it. You have 24 hours in the day. How much of that are you willing to commit to something? It's not enough to just say, I am a husband. Where are you putting the time to spend hours in each day or hours throughout the week to be present for your partner, to listen to them, to be whole, to be wholesome, to really be there and care and nurture and have date nights and cook for one another? It's not that often for most people. Same with me, it wasn't that often. But to be aware and to make those improvements, you will be a better husband. Same thing with being a father. Having kids is not enough. You have to be present with your kid. My daughter Ellie was asking me this morning as I was FaceTiming her. I'm currently in San Diego right now, tattooing, and she asked to have a me and you day. Me and you days, I just posted about that, is daddy-daughter date, where it's just me and her, no cell phones, and we do what she wants to do. Let's go to the zoo, go get some ice cream, maybe it's go to the arcades. To be a father means to be present with your kids. And if you're a mentor, if you own a tattoo shop, or if you're coaching, be present with the people who you're coaching with. Check in on them, be accountable, give them the advice, listen. All these different roles that we have to play, it is not possible to give 100%, especially as you become older, as you have more responsibilities, as you're more faceted in life. I'm just speaking from experience. When I was living in Las Vegas by myself, I was doing a long distance relationship with my wife Erica for 3 years, and all I had to focus on was just me. Focusing 6-7 days a week, 12 16-hour days, to a point of like, I loved it so much, I just kept doing it, I kept putting the work in, and I got a very specific result. There's different levels to it. You know, if you want to grow, if you want to accelerate, you have to find the structure, the discipline, the time, the energy management. You have to develop the mindset to get you to that place, to be the best of whatever it is that you want to become. And as you begin to enter new relationships, have kids, open businesses, take care of yourself more, take care of other people, you'll begin to see that your 100% of energy has to now be split up between all these different parties. So the question always remains, who are you? What are all the different roles that you have in life? What do you want to do with your time? Because we know that our time is coming. We're not here to live forever. Death is one of those things that brings us to appreciation of the current moment. So with each day that passes, what are you doing with your time? How important is it to you to focus on this task at hand? Whatever it is that you choose to put in your task at hand for the day, commit yourself to it fully. Be present with whatever it is at hand. And if you can do that consistently enough, without deviation, with discipline, with structure, you will be better at it. It's going to be a long road for a lot of people. But time collapse, save yourself that time and energy. Find a mentor, find a coach, find somebody who can help you accelerate to time collapse, to speed up that process. There are a lot of people who are willing to give out that information, and there are a lot of people who are willing to pour into you. You just have to be willing to go out there, seek it out, and you have to really commit to it. Once you find that person, once you find that commitment, see it through and set that level of expectation of where you want your greatness to be and rise to the occasion, no matter the cost. Because the moment you start to deviate from that, that becomes your pattern in life. You choose to seek something out, you don't quite reach it, you miss the target, you find something else. You set that target, you don't quite miss it, you seek something else. Find out, really, go inside, go inward, find out who you are, what you want to do in this lifetime that you have to live, and make the most out of it. You are not what you say you are, or what you're going to do. You are what you do. You are who you are. Your being, your living, your example. That is who you are.